Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Watsy's Fantasy Football Show. We have myself, Watsy, and Martin O'Bradley, or whatever side he's on today. How's things?
What's up, guys? All's good in the hood.
We have taken you down by the fire this week. A bit more fantasy football-y, isn't it?
Looks nice. Nice and cozy.
Nice and cozy. Matches on. We're doing this on St. Patrick's Day, so everybody, so happy St. Patrick's Day. Sorry about the shirt, if it offends you, but stacking up here. Good. Cheers, Martin Oak.
All our Rangers supporters won't like that. You're cutting off half the support straight away.
I know, but I don't think there's many Rangers fans that follow us originally. They'll not be watching today anyway.
I know 3.
Craig Stewart and Barry Spence.
Yeah.
Kenny Beggs.
Yeah.
That's it. 3. You said you know 3.
There's more. That's 3.
Couldn't be more. That's 3. I said the 3. Right. With 360 followers, we're up 10 from last week.
Oh, fuck, up 10?
Yeah, up 10. I know. Even though our video was suspended last week for a couple of hours for some reason.
That must have been why. People must have thought there's something there, some controversy there, is right?
Here, Foodie Classics is our sponsor this week, and they are donating the Escape the Factory print, 1 of 5, valued at £100. So, thank you, Foodie Classics. A wee bit of news. There's an old video circulating this week with your dad. How did that come about?
That was the original Derry City Table Football Club. We have been in formation since 1987.
I know that, but how did it come about resurfacing?
It's always knocking about. Pops up every now and again.
One of my customers in Scotland, Eddie Kerr, sent me a message today saying, is this coincidence or is there another Martin O'Bradley that plays the video? And I was like, that's his dad. He took a screenshot. He took a screenshot of your dad on the screen. But I was telling them,
there couldn't be 2 such handsome men running around the video world.
We recreated that video, so we have. So hopefully it'll be out soon in the cinema.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Have you heard anything about that film we're meant to be in?
Nah.
Nah.
Right.
Right.
I'm also in that video. Me and Lachlan. Another Derry City Table Football Club stalwart kids bouncing around the back.
Must get Lachlan on some week. That would be some crack, wouldn't it?
We should.
Here, it's your thing, your new feature. Do you want to introduce your new feature?
It's your show, man.
All right, I'll introduce it. Here is Martin Oak's new feature that he created last week on the show. Life's a Pitch. This week we are featuring Spits, Flicks and Kicks. Lucky and Alan. Well, they're
very good.
Him, so here it is. Let's check it out.
Hello, Watsy and Bradley. Hope you're doing well, lads. And just a quick video on our pitch and the table itself and how I kind of put it together and whatnot. Hopefully someone can take something away from this and find it informative. Anyway, so the pitch is just a basic Astro pitch, which, you know, I think you can kind of get it a lot of places now, but when we started back in July, it had been years since I'd played, so I didn't have any contacts or anything. So basically the first person that came up on a Google search was Subbuteo World, hence getting the pitch from there. But you can get them elsewhere. It's been good for us for beginners and stuff, but we're going to put an extreme pitch together, so we think we're kind of ready to start upping it now. But it's been good for beginners, I'll give it that. But anyway, you can get them at a lot of places now. I might as well give you a quick look around the room. So, well, actually got a Baggio signed. He's like my all-time favourite player. Zidane, gotta have Zidane, an old Stewart picture, that's your fans. Totti, Maradona, playing for Boca Juniors, Del Piero. And that's a picture of us playing Newcastle in the 1990 playoffs to get into First Division, and we beat them 2-0 on their own ground. So if you want to watch an old school match, it's on the highlights are on YouTube. Boggy pitch, wild atmosphere, Coppers, you know, proper derby how it was. And that's Roker Park up there. That's where I spent most of my childhood and most of my really. If you want to decorate it with some stuff, we've got like the Curva Nord and the Curva Sud. So we've got Roma and Lazio ends. But that's pretty much it, I think. Ideally, I would have loved one off the lad up Scotland who makes them cracking tables, because they are awesome. But I mean, you know, if you haven't got 600 quid, this is the next best thing. Pitch, 2B1 timber, MDF, and the table probably only come to about 200 quid, if that. So that's our setup anyway.
I'm gonna bust it hand.
No,
Cheers, boys.
It's come round well now.
Your hand's better. Nice to see the wee pitch and everything that you have set up there, lads.
Looks lovely.
Here's another wee feature I'm adding in this week. Barry's thought of the day. Here is Barry Spence with his thought of the day.
So maybe, like me, you don't have too much time to practice, you've got a lot going on, you're not a top player, and every time you try and keep control, you hit it too full on, and the ball goes halfway across the pitch. So secret would be aim for the side of the ball. So keep on aiming for the side of the ball, that way keep control, doesn't go too far.
Here, just another wee thing I want to do is mini soccer builds on Twitter and Instagram. He brought Subbuteo into his school, Royal Russell Croydon. So here's a wee photo of the kids, the students playing Subbuteo in school. So once again, we have Subbuteo in the schools. Good to see. And one final bit of news is our competition winner, young Edward, received his pitch and everything for his birthday. So here's a couple of photos from his birthday, along with some other Subbuteo stuff that he got for his birthday. So there you go, Edward. Happy birthday.
Well deserved.
Thank you for your great entry. Well deserved. And like I say, hopefully he'll be having it in the school as well when this madness all ends. So I think that's it. Let's do fantasy football. There's only one change at the top. Our friend Simon Stewart has creeped into the top four. He's went from 5th to 4th. Brenton Ashley's top. You're down.
I'm down.
You're down. Matty and Beth is 2nd. 1,746. He's roughly about 18 points behind Brenton Ashley. Thomas Regan, Batty John Blues, is 3rd, 1,738. Roughly 20. And maths out the window. Simon's 1,696, and Trevenage is 1,683. Elfie, our Norwegian, is our top point scorer for the week. So he receives a shooting wall from Bad Boy Boxes.
Sexy Brian's Bad Boy shooting wall. Did not know what happened at Norwegian.
Needs to post to Norway. Sorry. But I tell you, Elfie, you need to get in contact with us. Send us your address so we can send it to you. Let me see. Bradley, as already says, you're 26th. I'm 18th still. And Park Villas didn't take our second online. He didn't take it. He didn't accept it. He's still carrying on. He's still bottom of the league.
Good on him. Good on you, Ashley. Stick it to him.
No, he's sacked.
He might come back. May come
He's
back.
not coming back. Jude is now second bottom.
It's not a sprint. It's not a sprint.
Jude is second bottom. They're taking this wooden spoon too serious, so they are. So that's it. That's fantasy football wrapped up. There's only one thing left. I think this. No offense to any of our guests that have ever been on before, but I think this is the greatest guest we've possibly ever had in this video.
I think this is the greatest guest anybody has ever had.
I don't think it's going to ever be Trump.
On this
Donald Trump
on
on
this,
any show.
On this
your table football monthly
feast day, on this feast day of Ireland's patron saint, who do we have but the patron saint of table football and Subbuteo? A lot of people, I think a lot of our viewers might not know much about this person.
Well, yeah, hopefully he's going to tell us.
Collectors and your painters might not get the gravitas of the interview we have forthcoming. Oprah means nothing.
Harpo Productions, as we are now known. Well, do you want to? You've given him enough build-up. Do you want to tell us who it is?
I don't know how to. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, the godfather of the felt himself, Sir Vincent Coppenolle. Absolute pleasure, man, to have you here.
It is, Vincent. It's an honor.
Thanks for the invite. I really appreciate really much. It's a special period for me and for many people because usually I used to have a contact with players every day, like really every day. And now because of the lockdown and the virus, it's complicated. We speak less with people. Players don't have tournaments, they don't have games, they don't send results and things like that. So it's a much calmer period for many things. It's also the same at work. So I really appreciate that you keep things running. You have a great show, many viewers. Yeah.
Not too many.
Not too many, but it's all right. It's just a nice amount. We have.
It's over a year now since we had a tournament, Vincent.
Yeah.
Whole year.
Same here. Last one was in February of last year. We played a little bit from June to September, I think. But the rules, the laws made it strictly forbidden to have tournaments. And in October, everything was shut down again. Everything. I cannot even go to the premises of the club to play just with one person. It's absolutely forbidden. So I haven't been to our room. We have a big room where we can put a lot of tables. Craig visited us 2 years ago, I think, and we have a lot of space to play. We can put there like 12 tables, and we cannot enjoy it anymore. That's really sad. Really sad. Yeah.
Hopefully it'll come back soon.
Yeah. But we are not very optimistic. Yeah, we hope by the summer. We were hoping by May. No, it's more about July, hopefully. So yeah, we are waiting for news. Yeah. Outside sport is possible. Huh? There are a lot of people running or walking, cycling, but that's all. That's all we can do.
And no spectator sports either. It's a shame. You have such a beautiful country for cycling, and you're not allowed to go and watch it.
Yeah. For the moment, we have to accept that. I believe it's the same in Ireland.
I'd say the very same here, Vincent. The very same.
Yeah, it's complicated. We had fun with the Prime Minister. We have a new Prime Minister for a few months, but in the beginning of the crisis, during the first lockdown, the prime minister said the best sport against the disease was to do kayak because it's outdoor, and because of that, a lot of people started doing kayak because because the minister say that's good, that's not against the laws. But okay, that's a bit stupid, but. We cannot play Subbuteo, we cannot play football or basketball, but we can do kayak.
Kayaking.
Vincent, can you, for anybody that doesn't know who you are, can you tell us how you came from being a bit of a background story on how you became a Subbuteo player to the #1 member on running of Waspa?
Legend. How you developed your legendary status?
In the beginning, I was just a little kid when I was 9 or 10, playing the game with my neighbor, and we were just two friends playing the game with our own rules. We didn't know about tournaments, but we played almost every day. And when I was 12, I read a story in a newspaper that there was a tournament in Frameries. And I told my father, I really want to see that tournament, to see what it is when people play at a competitive level. We went there, I played the tournament, I was trashed, something like 10-0 or something like that. I understood that people take it seriously, really seriously. And step by step, we started having a few friends playing with us. We were a group of 5. And we had a club when I was 15, so we played at local level, some tournaments from time to time, but we didn't travel much because it was complicated to take the train to go to other cities to play. But when I was 18, I moved to university in Namur, and there was a club in Namur, and from time to time I was playing with Namur players. And they told me, they teach me a lot about the game, and that's how I went in the Belgian board, because the meetings of the Belgian board were always held in Namur, and so I was introduced to being an organizer. I was still very young, 18, 19, and I did that for a couple of years, and then we had the World Cup in 1998 in Namur. So I was a member of the organizing crew. It was a special World Cup because it was the first time we had players from outside Europe coming. It was Greg Deinhardt from the USA traveling from Washington to play in Belgium. It was crazy. It was fantastic because it was the first time that people traveled to play. And that they came on their own, because in the past sponsors were able to pay a little bit some expenses, like in 1994 in Paris when some Australians came. But this time Greg really came just to play. It was really the first time, so people were surprised that people were spending a lot of money to play a World Cup. And now, after 20 years later, it's so common, because we have had since then people from Singapore, from Australia, from Brazil, coming, Canada as well. And but in the beginning, in 1998, it was really special. So after that World Cup in 1998, I helped a bit Marco De Angelis, who was the founder of Profibase. He was the first guy who made professional bases, if you remember. After that, a few other people copied the bases and also made their own products, like Astrobase, Extremeworks, and a few others. And Marco asked me to help him because he wanted to be the sports director of FIST, and he needed people who spoke a bit of foreign languages, because he was Italian living in Germany. And in 1999, I think, I became communication director in the FISTF board. I made a newsletter. At this time, it was complicated because we didn't have many websites and like now. So we were printing the papers, sending to national associations, sending a little bit by email. It was the beginning. And in 2002, at the World Cup in England, in Birmingham, I was elected president. So I was FISTF president for 8 years, and there were good years, good souvenirs, good experiences. But the end, it finished in a tragic way because at the time, Italians and Greeks thought that table football had to become a real sport and that people had to take it really seriously, and that the way I was running the FISTF was not professional enough. So, okay, it ended like that after two terms or 4 years, and well, that's life. I was very upset because at this time I realized that a lot of people were only focusing on traveling, going to the World Cup, playing the Europa Cup, having clubs with transfers. They were transferring players like they do in Italy and in the top clubs nowadays. And I thought that that's not the way a sport should be. If you want to be strong, you have to have a strong base, playing at local level, getting new players, getting youth, getting people who just play at local level, but who will never travel abroad to play. You need people like that, and people did not follow me for that. And for that reason, my conviction was that it was needed to create something different, and that's why I started the Waspa circuit in 2011. At the beginning, not many people thought it would work, even me.
I like your honesty. I like your honesty, Vincent.
Yeah, and we had I had feedback from some people in Malta, in the United States, in Belgium as well. A few people will say, "Yeah, let's give a chance to a new project." And just like 10 years ago, the first tournament took place in California. It was a small tournament, I think 4 or 5 players, but it was the beginning of something I never expected to become so big, because in the first year we had something like 10 tournaments, and then we were growing all the time, and like before the lockdown, we sometimes had more than 30 tournaments per month, which is really big.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Obviously you do like so much work on the website, and then you have the Waspa rankings coming out every week or every month. Sorry. Do you get any support from anybody else, or do you do it all on your own?
I do the big part on my own.
You do?
No?
Yeah.
I always try to get results in a format where it's not too complicated to compile things, because in the beginning, when I had, let's say, 4 or 5 sets of results per month, it was really easy to run. But sometimes in the last day of the month, I know I must get results from like 10 different places, and to compile everything in the last minute so that the rankings are out as soon as possible. And sometimes I spend the whole day to compile the results, and then to calculate the points. I have Excel files which work perfectly, and every month when I do the rankings, it takes me like 5-6 hours just for the ranking. Ranking
on its own,
and compiling the results takes, let's say, 7 or 8 hours per month. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's a little bit every day, because I also have to make stories on the blog. In the beginning, I didn't want to make a professional website because there is no money. We have no incomes. We have no expenses. We have no bank account. We have nothing. I just work on my own, and I say as long as it does not cost me any money, I agree to do it.
Yeah.
I give my free time, and that's my contribution. But okay, the website could be more professional. The stories could be bigger, maybe written in a better way. But I think people in general accept. And okay, as long as I have the faith in what I'm doing, I keep on doing.
Yeah, and we always, when we started out, we always look forward to our new ranking to see how high we claimed or what position everybody in the club was in. But what's your Waspa ranking, Vincent?
It's not so important. I think between 10 and 20 nowadays, but I haven't played for 1 year. I think my best ranking was third or fourth, something like that. But okay, I'm in a country where it's possible to play more often. We have tournaments every month in Templeuve. I sometimes visit people in the Flanders or in other places. So okay, the more you play, the better you can. But okay, you have to play a lot and try to be, let's say, in the top 4 of the tournament to get enough points. Otherwise, if you play quarterfinal 3 times per month, you will never be in the top 20. It's not enough. But the rankings are not so important, For me,
I've slipped down to number 30 over this past year. 30 odd, 30 something.
I think the ranking, I tried to explain it to a lot of people. It's more important to see how many people are involved, how many nations, how many different clubs, how many clubs are organizing tournaments. These are the important data in the ranking. Yeah. It's not really important to know who's number 1, who's number 3, who's number 10, because the more you play, okay, if like Geoffrey Marin has been number 1 for years, but he was playing really a lot. Of course, he was winning a lot of tournaments as well. Like Alan Lee does a great job in England, but he's playing much more than all other players in Britain or even in Europe. So, but that's part of the game. I have no problem. I'm not jealous on anybody, and I must congratulate those who play a lot, who are the ambassadors of the game, because Brian Daly, Alan Lee, those people they go to tournaments, but they contribute to make it grow by organizing themselves tournaments or by helping new clubs. And the role of ambassador is really important, because if we want the game to play, we don't only need players, we need the local organizers, people who teach the game to newbies, and so that's really important. Yeah.
Obviously you've been a huge supporter of our club when we started out our club, and we can't thank you enough for the support that you give us. But what would you say to somebody that wants to start a club or is thinking of starting a club? What advice would you give them?
It's really easy. The number one thing is that people must enjoy themselves. You don't have to think about being a world champion or go to the World Cup or things like that. The most important is that people enjoy themselves when they play. When somebody comes to a tournament or a club meeting for the first time, you must make sure he will come again.
Yeah.
It's really the important thing. We always try to have new players in our club, and our priority is that people enjoy themselves, that they will come back, get other friends, and that the group is stronger. The more we are, the better the club is, and the level of the players is not really important. In my club we have like 15 players. When we have meetings, we are, let's say, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are never the 15 players all together, but it's important to have a group that we enjoy ourselves, and that we are a club, because in that game you see the ranking, FIST ranking of clubs. For me, they are not clubs, they are teams, just people getting back to win
super teams.
It's super teams, and that's not the way it should be. Like I was frustrated a few days ago. I was told one of my young players who was 19 had been contacted to play for super team, and okay, if he wants to go, I will be happy for him. If that's what he wants to do, is to get ranked in the FIS ranking. But for me, it's more important he stays in our club, plays with our colors or jersey, and that he's proud to be part of Templeuve, because we are a group of friends, and that's really friendship and having fun are really the priorities.
Yeah, you're 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's sad to see people only want to play for like big clubs and not play for fun. Like we play for fun, but we are competitive at the same time.
Yeah.
The competitive makes it fun. It's fun to have a competition playing Subbuteo. You can play just a couple of mitts, having a few games, but when you make it a competition and there's a wee trophy at the end of it, that's a great wee buzz, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And a few beers.
3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift your sign and drink your beer.
Yeah, I need to pick one in the fridge. No, that's fine. Thank
Go,
you.
Go get yourself a beer. I have a Hoegaarden.
I know this one. Yeah.
Nice Belgian beer. I thought I would go Belgian tonight for you, Vincent.
That might be like the Fosters. That might be like the Fosters of Belgium. Do they sell Hoegaarden in Belgium?
The white beer of Hoegaarden. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful beer. Nice head on it as well.
You need a spoon for that.
Have you got a beer tonight? Are you on having a beer tonight, Vincent?
No. Normally you get that beer after cycling. When you have a big ride of 2 hours, 3 hours, you deserve a few beers. And Hoegaarden is a good one. But as I told you, when you come in Belgium, I will make you taste different beers, because there are so many different ones that you will like them. Yeah.
I believe Craig had a banana beer when he was out with yourself.
Banana beer, that's possible. I don't remember the banana beer, but that's quite possible. Yeah. I have a delicious beer made of peaches. Yeah, beer with peaches. It's really delicious. Yeah.
Very good. Our Ashin in our club has started making his own wine.
Really? Left. You probably know that. Yeah, that's delicious. That's one made just in my area by a friend of mine. It's not. It's a Parc Bleu. It's a new beer, just a new beer launched in September. A Flemish beer I got from friends. I need to test it. It's a dark beer.
What percentage is that? About 10%?
No,
Volume
7.5.
7.5. Plenty.
Traditional Jupiler, of course.
Yeah.
Delicious.
You got any Duvals in there?
No.
They're all Belgian.
Yeah, they're all Belgium. Yeah. I have a bit of everything. Yeah. Okay. Let's just come on Jupiler for tonight.
Lovely.
That will be fine. Yeah. But yeah.
Tell us, what's your favorite country outside of Belgium to go and play Subbuteo in?
To play in a couple of countries. My favorite trip was Washington. I went to Washington in 2000. Yeah, 2000. We visited Greg Dannar's group. It was fantastic. We stood there for 1 week. We had 2 days of Subbuteo and visiting the city and the area. It was really a fantastic tournament. We played in a shopping mall, And there were players from many different cities in the USA. There were players from Chicago, from Minneapolis, from California. It was really great, and a few Canadians as well. And there were a few players from Britain. Phil Redman was there. David Baxter, and it was really a great experience. There were German as well. Yeah, it was really fantastic. And one of the countries I really like the most for traveling for the game is Malta. I think the people in Malta, they have a passion for the game, which is fantastic. It's really amazing how they manage to be so strong in a small island. You know, because Malta is very, very small, but the number of very, very good players there is amazing. I met people like Massimo Cremona, who came to my place a couple of times in the past. He's amazing. Margocci, Samuel Bartolo, Charles Aquilina, these people, they are all really, really, really good. Yeah, that's amazing.
And Vincent,
it's very much, they consider it very much a real sport in Malta, don't they? But
yeah, they take it seriously, and maybe that's one of the reasons why it's so difficult for them to be many players, because in the end there are not so many players, but those who start playing, they do it like if it was a real sport. So it means they practice every day, and their passion for the game is really amazing. Yeah.
You got to come to Ireland. You got to come here to us.
Yeah, we'd love to do that one day. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I think when this is all over, this lockdown, you're going to need a hand with all your results, because I think everybody's going to be playing more Subbuteo and sending you all the results.
Yeah. I really like. I remember years ago, Kenny Beggs organized a tournament in Belfast, I think. But it was a FISTF tournament many years ago, and people would travel there, all say it was really great. Great spirit, great tournament. Yeah. So unfortunately, it was not. It was organized only one time, two times maybe. I never had a chance to go. Yeah, but who knows in the future? Yeah.
We'll definitely hold a competition for you to come and play.
Open invitation, Vincent, anytime.
Thank you. I would really like to come with my club one day. I know that in Britain you have like weekends from time to time with the people from London Road, Wolverhampton, and these people, and maybe have a tournament like individual on Saturday, team event on Sunday, or something like that. Would be really good. Yeah.
We definitely extend the invite to Belgium, to your club in Belgium.
Yeah.
The next turn, it's Glasgow Subbuteo Club. They're holding the next event.
Absolutely. We had spoken to the Glasgow people because we thought that they would organize it. Was it in May of last year or something like that?
Yeah.
And finally, because of the virus, everything was cancelled. But we really wanted to visit. Yeah.
Would have been brilliant.
Yeah. It's not too late. It will happen. It will happen for sure. Yeah.
It will happen. Hopefully this year around September time, we'll be back in action.
Yeah. Okay.
Vincent, I'm going to introduce what's in your box.
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Yeah. All my teams are with bases of TTGO, Real Soccer. Do you know Real Soccer?
Yeah.
I have a few sets of these bases. I like them very much, and I put workers. You know the figures with the disc on it.
Yeah.
It's just one piece, and I put them on Real Soccer bases. I really like that. Yeah. I really think we should make new Waspa stickers to celebrate the 10 years. That would be great. But
it's this 10 years this year.
it's in the plans to do it. I have Adrian from Australia who will make a new design, and he said he will
lovely.
send that to me in a couple of days, and from that we can make the stickers. Yeah. Hopefully
Brilliant.
by May it will be ready. Yeah.
Oh,
They do some great posters in Australia. I think I've seen some of
Absolutely.
Adrian's posters before. They're fantastic.
Absolutely, they do a really big job.
Yeah.
Adrian does a good job, but I think a few other people in Australia are amazing. And I really like Australia because like 10 years ago, there was nothing in Australia. They had stopped playing for many years, and suddenly there was a raise again of the game. Players in Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, Brisbane, and that's exciting to see. Those people are really enthusiastic and really motivated. And when they have national events together, they seem to have a fantastic atmosphere between them. Yeah.
They have a very a similar sort of style to Ireland. They enjoy the fun and having a beer and getting together with friends and making a day of it. You know, we've had a few Australians on the show, as you may know, Kev Holiday, Benji Batten. So they are really growing over there.
Yeah. That's the way it should be, you know, having fun, a great experience, a great atmosphere, and friendly people. That's because I have seen so many times at big tournaments, people who take it so seriously, aggressivity. That's not the kind of things we like to see.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know what else to say. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure. It was Gareth at Flicks for Kicks that pointed us in the Waspa direction way at the beginning when we just formed. You know, and it was the whole ethos of Waspa that you only need 3 people to hold a competition, and festive competitions are great, but maybe people don't understand there's a lot of it costs money. There's so many rules that have to be followed. You're supposed to wear sports gear, shorts and things, whereas in a Waspa competition, our All Ireland's, you know, our national competitions are Waspa. All our club competitions are Waspa. And we have the Irish Championship, which is all Waspa, but it's so informal, but just as competitive. But maybe a lot more crack, you know. And a lot easier for a club like us to get started, and they make links with all our clubs, and they have all our people, you know, from different countries coming to us and us traveling to play with them. The amount of friends that we've made all over the world just because of Waspa is unbelievable.
Yeah, 100%,
you know?
Definitely.
And I mean, and you really are, Vincent. You have to be the hardest working man in Subbuteo. I don't know any. I mean, Festive has a whole board. You know, Waspa has you. It's up to us to send the results and to write a wee piece about, you know, the competition that we've had. But for it all to come together, and it all comes together very professionally. You know, when you send out the rankings, and then every month you get the golden book with all the competitions that have been held, and we can flick through. You know, we can go back to our first competition, 2016, and we can look, and, you know, the way it's all presented, it's an unbelievable job you do, Vincent. It really is. I think a lot of people that watch this show, you know, painters and collectors, might not really understand your contribution, but I mean, everybody else in the rest of the world, man, thinks. I mean, I have to think you're amazing. Really, really.
Thank you. But as long as I told you before, as long as I have the faith in what I'm doing, I will continue. You know, it's great. I'm happy because we have been present in more than 50 countries now, which is we had Waspa tournaments in Indonesia, in Sweden, in Malaysia, in Hong Kong, countries like that. And who could have expected that 10 years ago? Not so many, I think. So hopefully, all these people who have been involved in the past 10 years will continue to play. Well, the big majority of them, of course. But yeah, we hope it will continue to grow. Let's cross the fingers and we'll see.
Definitely.
And I'm sure that Derry City will remain one of our big clubs, and that you will continue to have great evenings, great meets. I'm sure that all your players like that, and that's the important thing. Yeah.
We'll be back as soon as we're able to. We'll be back playing, and we'll have our monthly Waspa competition again.
Thank you. Fantastic.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Vincent, it's been a pleasure, and honestly, thank you for your time, and thank you for everything you do in Subbuteo. You're an absolute stalwart of the game.
Thank you. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers, Vincent.
We've anointed you as Saint Vincent now.
Saint Vincent.
Cheers. Have a good time. Thank you. And
thank you.
Keep on doing a great show. We all like it. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vincent.
Amazing. Brilliant. Right.
You need to let the people know, but see, some of our watchers that are your painters and your collectors and boys that have been up a Ruspus and found this out on YouTube, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Vincent Coppenolle and Waspa, and what he's done and what he continues to do is unbelievable. And people should know, if you are setting up a club, that's the way to go. You only need 3 friends, 3 people, and you can hold a competition. And you'll be in the world rankings, and the crack there is just 90. Start a club, get 3 boys, then you'll going. Have 4, then you'll have 6, then you'll have 8. Build it and they'll come.
Everybody that's thinking out there, we've had lots of people on the show who've talked about joining clubs or setting up clubs, you know. Nucky up there and Spitz flicks and kicks, and Derek who's talking about joining the club, and everybody. Paul Pearson's talking about joining clubs. If you don't want to join one, start one. 3 people is all you need. Get it going, get the ball rolling. Unreal to have Vincent in the show.
All you have to do is send an email to Vincent. I've started a wee club. We're having a competition on Friday. There's 3 boys coming to play.
It doesn't have to be boys. It can be girls. It can be your children.
Boys. I say boys as like lads, the generic term for a group of people.
No, but I don't mean it like that. I mean, it can be, if you want to get your daughter registered and she plays a competition with you, she counts. Everybody counts for competitions. So
boys like my Uncle Paddy came over and played twice with us. He's a world ranking. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Once you play,
a crack. He's on the list.
Once you play a game, submit your results to Vincent, you're on the list. So, hey, thank you.
And the whole thing, a one-man band. There's no...
Brilliant. Here, I'm going to do match highlights from Game of the Day. He sent us some match highlights, so check them out here.
I have a Instagram. Is it Instagram, yes. I think? And they let you know you should follow this boy because you like these ones. And I thought it was Subbuteo Gold something. GOTD. Game of the Day. It's a fucking Chaz and Dave. Game of the Day. Chris and Dave.
Right, here they are. Here's their match highlights. Game of the Day.
And welcome back. It's the Estadio kitchen for you today. We've not quite worked out the surrounds, but the Flicks for Kicks table from Gareth has arrived. And it's Leeds United versus Chubbins Athletic for the inaugural game. And the inaugural game out of lockdown between Chris and Big Dave. Surface on that one. And ball's before Gary Speed. Oh, he's come from nowhere. Gary Speed, what a chance that was. What an attempt. The keeper didn't even move. He's deemed it's a free kick. Oh, and it doesn't matter. It's gone in anyway. Gary McAllister has thumped that over the wall. Over Bartmini, into the bottom corner. It's 2-0 lead. Corner comes in though. Pengilly. Shoots. Oh, and that's a wonderful save by Warren Tiss. Knocking that one away. In fact, I think it came off the defender as well. There's some potential in this one. They've knocked it in. This is really in the danger zone. Who can get hold of it? Chris Riggett, he stood over it. Oh, but that's a bad chance. Oh, Warren Tiss is saved again. Goodness me, what a save that is. Holding strong, knocking that wide. Control back onto right back. Shoots. Oh dear, I think he might be injured. I think he's gone completely. Let's look at this. He has. He's flown off his base over the bar. Goodness me, I bet that hurts when he came down. Broken base. The ball knocked around. And he shoots. Goodness me, what a goal that is. Pick that one out. He's smashed into the bar. Knocked down. Nothing Ed De Hoy could do about that. That kicks Crosby. It's another big Chris move. The shoots. Oh, that was nearly a mistake by Schmeichel, knocking it into his own goal. Saves it, tips it, knocks it, sticks it, and it's
Brilliant, lads. Thank you, as always. Appreciate it.
Big Dave's number one, that duo, I say. Up a Big Dave.
Dave's the man. Right, the only thing else at the minute is Painter's Corner. So here is a wee gallery. I'm not going to introduce and talk over it. I'm just going to show you a wee gallery of different paintings. So here is this week's Painter's Corner. There you go. That's Painter's Corner, everybody. So, and thank you, Martin, for the new intro. I have to say, Junior's Painter's Corner went down a storm last week.
Did it? How do you know?
It's very good reactions. Good reactions on Twitter and stuff. And Subbuteo Legends was very grateful that we featured his 2 children. So there you go. Anybody that wants to send us in Junior Painter's Corner, send them in. Anybody that wants anything on Painter's Corner, send it in. That's it. Thank you, everybody. There's only one thing left to do, and it's the Lips. Craig the Lips Stewart. Here he is with a rendition of Carrickfergus.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I wish I was in Carrickfergus, only for a night in Ballygrand. I would swim over the deepest of oceans, only for a night in Ballygrand. But the sea is wide, and I cannot swim over, and neither have I the wings to fly. I wish I had a handsome boatman.
I mean, the looks, the voice, the choice of tune, the delivery. Fuck me.
I don't think anyone.
You know, I think we
Happy-
need to get Craig on the voice or X Factor. Fucking X Factor.
Here.
He's got talent. That's what you call the big gay boy. Straight away with the golden button. The man writes the books. What do you call him?
David Williams.
That's the boy.
Here.
He'd love Craig.
I don't think anybody has ever wished they would be in Carrickfergus. Anybody that doesn't live in Ireland or Northern Ireland.
I have a good friend lives in Carrickfergus.
Have you?
Mm.
Is he or she looking out?
Jeff, I doubt he's not be watching. In case you're watching, Jeff, how's it?
I don't
How's
think Carrickfergus has TV yet or YouTube.
certainly have never heard of the internet. They wouldn't trust no internet. They wouldn't take no truck with the internet. Oof, what's that? God knows who'll be coming down your phone line. Yeah.
Right, Craig, thank you for your rendition of Carrickfergus. I wish I was in Carrickfergus.
Fergus. That's all I know.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful song. Beautiful singing. Right, that's
Beautiful.
it. Get back to your St. Patrick's pints. Thanks everybody for watching. See you all again next week. I think we'll stay at the fire next week. It's quite toasty. Sláinte.
Nothing bits of super share. Sláinte indeed.
Sláinte. See you all next week. Cheerio.